So, welcome everyone. Today it's a very special opportunity for me. I have one very personal, great friend, influencer in India, a very young, promising entrepreneur who's been changing the way ad agencies work in the Indian and the global diaspora. I have Ayush with me. Ayush, thank you so much for taking time and joining with me here.
Likewise. Amazing to be sitting with you. I think it's almost been now 6-7 months that we've known each other. It's
Yes.
amazing.
Yes.
Like I remember when we first spoke and we met in Ahmedabad.
Yeah.
Great vibe. That entire day we spent some 4-5 hours together and it went like this.
Correct.
So it was
Correct.
amazing and great to see the scale at which Zeebu is operating right now.
Thank you.
It's crazy. I mean, from when that whiteboarding session that we did, I don't know
Yeah.
if you remember when Kevin
I
was
do.
just drawing.
I do.
Amazing. And then I got to know your story. You've been a marketing guru yourself, like incredible, right? Not just marketing, but entrepreneurship as well. So crazy. Talk to me a little bit about what has been up for the last 4-5 months. This event, Token 2049, it's big and it feels like it's Zeebu branded across. Like everyone's talking
Absolutely.
about Zeebu.
Yeah.
So what's happening for the last few months? What has been the progress? What have you been up to?
So sure. So I mean, like since last we met, I think we were still dabbling about what we should do in terms of our ads, in terms of our films. And thanks to you and your genius creative team, it was like fabulous. We launched our club and we launched the protocol. We received humongous response. And after that, yeah, I mean, obviously, Token 2049 is one of the top 3 largest events in crypto. And we were discussing and wanting to see how do we make a dent here. I mean, obviously, other than being title sponsor, we wanted to build out a massive booth. We wanted to make sure that we paint the entire city of Dubai with Zeebu brand. And yeah, I mean, coming from someone as credible as you, looks like we have achieved a thing or two.
The booth looks beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, tell me a bit about you've done marketing all your life, right? Like
Yeah,
you've done so many things in marketing. You were telling me about your journey. How has your marketing perspective changed from, let's say, doing it for Web 2 companies versus now Web 3 companies?
Sure.
What has been the key differentiator in your mind?
Sure. So yeah, I mean, Ayush, it has been a different world altogether. I mean, when I started, it was very very early on. I used to work with Hewlett Packard, HP, back in the days after my IIM Bangalore, and it was all about print media, hoardings, and it was all about the above the line marketing, right? And ATL and BTL, and then there was very little to do with digital. Started my journey there, then obviously went on and worked at Google. Google experience was very enriching. Worked with what today it's called Google Pay. We worked on that product, and that's when my first brush with the whole online and internet marketing started. Today, if you look at the whole Web3 community, if you look at the whole crypto community, it's a different world. I feel it's marketing 4.0, right? I mean, I don't see anybody walking into any conference with a business card. It's all Linktree, it's all Telegram,
Correct.
it's all LinkedIn, right? So there is a paradigm shift on how marketing happens. Especially crypto and Web3, we are targeting all the Gen Zs and millennials and all of them, right? And they understand Discord, Telegram more than understanding an email or a cold call and all of that. So yeah, I mean, there has been a shift and I'm loving it. It's been a great journey.
Community is a big focus. Like when I see the Zeebu community, it's extremely engaging, right? Like earlier, people used to reach out to a lot of people, but used to get proper attention from very few. But
Correct.
I feel Web3 is very different. Web3 is you get attention from a few people, but get very deep attention. Like
Correct.
in your community as well.
Correct.
60,000 people, that's a large number for Web3 and as a community at large.
Absolutely.
Talk to me about how, what have you done to make sure that engagement is so good? Like I was seeing the messages, they're just coming on and on. People are
Sure.
engaging on so many different things. And
Yeah.
it's not just people talking about Zeebu, like it's a community that's also helping each other. So people
Correct.
are looking for connects,
Correct.
looking for help, which
Yeah.
is amazing. That means the community loves talking in that entire diameter.
Correct.
Have you done something to make sure like this is the way it is, or how did this happen?
Yeah, so I mean, I would say it is both planned and a lot of that happened organically.
Yeah.
And some of it things came together. I mean, maybe God's grace.
Serendipity.
Things, yeah. So,
Yeah.
So in terms of community, right? I mean, especially for a crypto or a Web2 story, it's the heart of the whole project. Unless you have community of believers, community of loyalists, your project will not take off. So when we started, we were very humble. I mean, obviously, you joined us very early in the journey. You know how it was.
Yeah.
We had about 65,000 people all across. Today, between our Telegram, our Insta, our Twitter,
Yeah.
and all other social channels, Discord, we have about close to 200,000 plus community. And
Wow.
this is something that is kind of keeping us going, right? I mean, like you said, the feedback loop is real time. If there is something that's not working, we get instant feedback from the community. They say, hey Raghav, and it's all transparent, open, right? It's a very flat world right now.
Yeah.
They just reach out to me on Telegram saying, hey Raghav, I saw this in the Istanbul. Probably Zeebu should be here. Hey, I met this great guy, influencer. You should probably jam with him. So there is so much more that we are doing with the community. You would not believe our retail trade has grown exponentially. The way our community on all social has been going, it is like 2x of retail trade. So it is not just people coming and having conversation, but they are believing and investing in us. That's the beauty.
You know, one thing that I really like, there was an instance when we were working on the campaign that Kevin and Pranav came at a call at some 1 a.m.
Yeah.
And we were sort of working on a couple of things.
Yeah.
And I don't get to see that very often.
Yeah.
That has
Yeah.
never happened. Like, I wanted to give that support because I had built a great relationship beyond Zeebu with Pranav and Kevin as well.
Yeah.
Extremely helpful.
Yeah.
But to see a team work at odd hours, making sure things are fine, even at the shoot they were through and through.
Yeah.
It's already hard to find people who are interested in Web3, right?
Yeah,
It's still
yeah.
a new.
Absolutely.
But for you to have built a team like this, is there anything which, let's say, you, Raj, Keshav, you do for culture that allows you to pull these people?
So it's a very good point, right? Ayush and I keep telling all the leaders, all the entrepreneurs. I mean, this is my third, entrepreneur stint, right? I exited my both first and second
Correct.
startups. When most of the time when people say, oh, you have built a great company, oh, you are a genius, I always tell them, no, it was the team. It is
Yeah.
team that made it happen, and I was lucky that we had all these people together. So right now, even if you look at Zeebu, right, when we built this whole team together, be it Pranav, be it Kevin, be it Ria, be it anybody in my team, we are all so committed to the mission that nobody bothers to look at the clock. Like you rightly said, I remember we jammed together at like 2 a.m. in the night, 3 o'clock, somebody has a brilliant idea. They pick up the
Let's
phone
do
and
it.
say, hey guys, let's go do
Yeah.
this. So I think, you're right. A lot of good things that you see is sheerly because of the team efforts. Throughout my career, be it Google, be it Infosys, be it, ThoughtFolks, my own companies, wherever it is, I have only been able to experience this incredible, unparalleled success because of the phenomenal team that we had. And that culture kind of trickles down to the lowest level of the employee in Zeebu.
Yeah. No, that's
Yeah.
amazing. And I completely agree with you. I think it's the team that makes it happen.
Yeah.
But it's also you and I'm sure the leadership, right, which establishes a culture for them to operate like that. I'm
Oh,
sure
100%.
it's not you messaging him at 1 a.m. to do something. It's internally something that, that motivates him to be part of Zeebu, right?
100%. Yeah.
One thing which I don't think if I've ever expressed this to you, but what motivated me was the sheer scale and the dreams that sort of you showed us that day, right? Like, which
Yeah.
is that this is how big it can be.
Yeah.
It's always amazing to work with people who motivate you, right? Like, so
Yeah.
for us,
Yeah.
getting up at 1 a.m. was like, boss, Zeebu has an amazing dream.
Yeah.
If we
Yeah.
are not doing something to make it happen,
Yeah.
we don't want to miss the boat, right?
Yeah.
This is the ship on which you want to make sure you put your 110%.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that this is a long-term game, right? When you
Absolutely.
give people your all,
Yeah.
you get back.
Correct.
And
Correct.
like throughout the shoot, we're so motivated because of the vision that you guys have set, and it's amazing to see the amazing work that you've been doing.
Sure, no,
But yeah.
same, Ayush. In fact, I would like to compliment you in terms of what you have built, right? I mean, obviously, let alone being an influencer, amazing content you put out, the team you have built, the culture, the whole fabric of Owl is so beautiful. My team literally loved, enjoyed working with the whole organization,
Thank
right?
you.
And it is like this. When two amazing minds meet and they work together, something great always happens. And this is from my long decades of experience
Yeah.
of working. And I think that's what happened. I mean, I think the teams clicked well because we believed in the whole mission. We believed that there is a great story to be built together. So, yeah.
Thanks for having me here. It was amazing.
Absolutely.
Speaking with you.
Ayush, I'm
And-
telling you, this is one of the long, pending things on my bucket list, and I enjoyed our conversation today. And I look forward to have more of these conversations.
Likewise.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, take care.